So Raghib and Phil, they approached us that they want the office, not the middle room, but they want the main office and the middle room as well. I reported it to the comrades and they agreed to let it to AEKTA project. And they paid rent from 5,000 to 6,000 a year. They paid their own business rate and 50% of electricity, 50% of all utility bill. They moved out in year 98 or 2000 to another premises. The ground floor remained empty for some time, but Birmingham City Council took it over. Front shop, middle room, and the back room. Back room was let only for 9 till 5. After 5, it was our possession. We did a proper lease. And it was for adult education. So that first the AEKTA project income, rental, then the Birmingham City Council rental income, and Shaheed Singh Welfare Trust made good saving from the rental. And for the other upstairs work, after that, it was Birmingham City Council grant, which went up to 30,000 before it was stopped after the Conservative Party. They took the grants from the local authorities, or they did cuts on the local authorities, and local authority did the cuts on community organization. Before I come to that, then we decided we had some money left with us from the money we raised to build the rear room for meeting. Contracted a builder. And he agreed to build that room for £10,000. Plus, he charged another £1,500 to build the party wall. Party wall was joint, and we paid $750. The next door owner paid $750. So that room was completed. For the after the Conservative Party took over, Shaheed Singh Welfare Trust grant was totally cut. Committee made the decision to give notice to Bhushan. Notice was given Bhushan was paid redundancy pay. Bhushan employment started in 2002 after the death of Shinda Thaggad. Shinda Thaggad became project worker after the office was renovated, as Shira left and he started his central heating business. Udham Singh Welfare Trust held the meeting, and the question was, because up to I think it was 2010 or 2011, all services were free, as the salary or pay was given from the grant. Meeting was held. There was two thoughts. One, to close the service to the community. Another one was to continue the service, but to meet the funds for the work, utility bills, other expenses. Committee should start charging donations. By majority vote, it was agreed to charge donations. In the beginning, I think it was 10 to 15 pounds. No charge for consultation, but for paperwork, donation. Committee re-employed Bhushan. And when he was unemployed, he informed the job center that he wanted to do voluntary work without pay. It was agreed with them, but he continued to come as a volunteer. No payment. And once the committee decided to start charging, committee had some funds to meet, but it built up through the charges to the clients for doing their paperwork. Three solicitors agreed. The first was Martin, and when after renovation work was started, he took surgery on Friday evening. No cost to us, no cost to him, but he donated for the amount he charged for, in those days, £5 for sponsorship declaration. All money he received from the clients for sponsorship declarations, he left it for the Udham Singh Welfare Trust. Ragib started coming 2 days. Then Daljit, she started coming in, I think, 21, 2011, 2 days. And from time to time, Ragib and Daljit, they made donations to the Shaheed Udham Singh Welfare Trust. So that's how Shaheed Udham Singh Welfare Trust managed its services to the community. And along with that, in memory of Udham Singh, the trust published a poster, 5,000, with his photograph from the assassination. He was being taken out by the police. And that poster became very popular. Regarding the Cadburys, sometime during 90s, I'm not sure whether the Pali Chandra was there or Anthony Wilson there. They wrote off their loan because the trust was doing good service to the community. So for the rear room, it was the Pali Chandra. We made application for some grant and Barrow Cadbury Geraldine Trust. They made a grant of 10,000. So we met all the expenses for that plus about 4,000 more to build the wall and buying chairs, all that thing. To build the room at the back, there was a very large tree, maybe 100-year-old. So committee decided to take it out. It was Pai Sucha, Sarban, Sangwar, me, and Son Birga, Barraj Master. Because to build the room, have to take it out from the roots, not cut at the stump. We worked for 4 days to dig out around the tree, all that. I asked Son to went up the tree and he sawed all the branches which was on to our side because there was risk of the tree falling onto Pug Singh building. I planned it. He said it won't fell this way. And he sent Son up the tree with the long rope. First he tied the long rope to the stump, then to his waist, and he took the electric saw and cut all the branches and all the branches to the rear side. It was flat building. Dr. Sharma surgery was not built. So there was a big hole around the tree, and
Is that when you filled it up with water?
yeah. And pipeline was, and I was saying how to cut those roots and the bottom, about two roots, that whoever cut that could be killed. He said, we're not going down there. Mm-mm. I said, then what? He brought the pipe next day, and before having lunch, me servant's own pie, he filled the whole hole around the tree, and the wind started blowing, and the tree fell over, and its root pipeline to build a big sort of heap of mitti. So when the tree went down, and with the jerk, the roots came up. To get rid of the tree quickly, we hired tea cutters. They charged £300, and they took all the tree back. And following week, we filled the hole completely and started the contact to build the rear one.
Wasn't the tree protected in some way?
Hmm?
Wasn't there protection on the tree?
We didn't care. We didn't care. Because within 3 days the tree was all gone and the hole was filled. I remember Roberta made the comment. She said, Avtar, people plant tree. You are cutting trees. So that is the construction side and all the hard work done. Tari did a lot of office work. Sarban, he as a secretary for a long time. He was regular volunteer to the office. She doesn't sing welfare trust had several treasurers, but none of them was useful. Servant used to complete all the books until Emery came. Emery, he is very efficient and he does all the work, and including taking the telephone call. And during when the PAN card started, along with the PAN cards, OCI cards, all those started. Rick used to tell me that up to £1,000 to £1,500 a week, along with Bhushan, we employed a Nita, and there was another woman part-time, and there was a lot of work and lot of funds raised from the PAN cards, OCI cards, and some other Indian documents work. And I seen the statement when we applied for the furlough. There was £84,000 in the bank. And Mindy said, why you keep that money in the bank? You should put it in saving. I said, I asked many times to Sarban, Amrik and Kalveer to put the money in the saving. I said they didn't do it, whether they are lazy or what. So that much amount is Pushan got furlough money, 80%. And now the office reopening on 1st September.
Was there ever any consideration given to the donations made to claim tax on them?
No, that is laziness on the part of, I would say, everyone, including the committee, rather than putting the finger to have a gift aid with the HMRC. It is still not done. And
how do you think clients would feel about that? How do you think clients would feel about that?
now it is written over there, and gift aid is only for those people who pay tax. Those who are on pension credit, universal credit, before that other benefits, no gift aid can be claimed on that, only those people who pay tax. And my opinion is that one, you have to do the paperwork, and who will do the paperwork? But it is in the process now. Furlough is being done by Gurmails. Gurmail also made application for a grant. We received 2,500. Gurmail also processing Pushan furlough, 80% claim. And that there is some sort of money. But after we started charging, Shaheed Singh started charging donations, the committee didn't raise money like asking people to make lump sum donations, because there is enough money in the account. So therefore, there is no point.
There's always enough money until there isn't enough money.
Yeah.
And if you break that sort of cycle of gathering money from the sort of community,
Yeah.
they soon sort of forget that they used to donate in large numbers.
But my opinion is this, that there is change in attitude. Like Sarban was very good money raiser from the community. Kalveer, good money raiser. I, good money raiser. Bhagwan Tashira, Birdi Huni, they are not good money raiser because they don't have contacts like as we had the contacts from the community. Even now, if I ask my contacts for them to make contribution, they will pay at least £100. But anyhow, for 42 years, the office is functioning, and I hope it will continue to function for foreseeable future.
So we currently note that with austerity and in the past places like Handsworth Law Centre, Asian Resource Centre, which did very good work,
Yeah,
but they largely relied on grant aid.
yeah,
But once that grant aid started sort of drying up,
yeah,
that work went as well.
yeah. Law centers almost closed. Many other organizations closed. AEKTA project closed. Udham Singh Center is working.
So the closure of those...
One advantage of that, it is Shaheed Udham Singh Welfare Trust don't pay any rent, but it get income from ground floor rental income.
So did the work of the centre increase with the closure of the law centre and eventually Asian Resource Centre?
Yeah, it did. It did.
And are there other similar organisations in existence now in Handsworth?
No.
And how has the clientele changed?
A lot of clients changed with the introduction of OCI card. Indian passport, like oldies has taken their British passport, but the newcomers over the years, they had Indian passport, and there is one with the nationality fees going up to 1,500 or 2,000 pound. That's changed, and people are keeping their Indian passports, and they have to change Indian passport after 10 years. Students in this country, they go to Udham Singh Center to get their passport renewed. Also, when this work came, the center really do DWB form filling. There are something like 50, 60 pages forms. That is being done by Kashmiro, by Sikh Community Center. Yeah, they are working.
And what about the East European Asians from Italy?
They
What
come to
kind of issues?
see these listers.
Has there been a large increase?
There is a large increase, particularly Romanian. Afro-Caribbean also come to the center, both to these listers and to the cushion. Hold.